So let's discuss Helene and the aftermath and everything going on right now briefly. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this. I just wanted to spend a few minutes. First, why didn't we lead the show talking about this? Why didn't we lead the show with a bunch of flood footage and stuff like that? Well, here's something I don't like. I don't like it. I don't do it. I don't like it. Try to avoid it at any cost. I don't like politicking on dead people and devastated things. I don't like it. You've heard me rant about it many times when there's a mass shooting and the left grabs for guns. I don't like it. It bothers me. There are people, as you're watching me here on the first, there are people looking for their dead loved ones, praying they'll find them back, having lost everything. People are without food, water. I don't want to make this about Democrats or anything like that. That's one. Two, I see a lot of screaming about FEMA today. Very, very understandably. Where is FEMA? Why isn't FEMA doing more? What is this or that? Well, look, I'm going to read you something. This is directly from FEMA's website. Goal number one. This is goal number one from their website. To instill equity as a foundation of emergency management. Okay. So I never thought FEMA was going to do anything anyway. I don't have faith in government, certainly not our federal government. They're not capable of really doing anything at all. What I do have faith in is the American people, the people of Tennessee, the people of Florida, the people of North Carolina. I've been overwhelmed today as I've seen the charities, the individuals flooding, sorry to use that horrible pun on a day like today, flooding into that area to provide aid, to do what they can. The American people can and will do things the federal government simply cannot. There are stories everywhere about people gathering together to clear out bridges so things can get through. It's just, I have a lot of faith in the American people, and I have no faith in the federal government. And that's why we chose not to do some long 10-minute rant about the failures of Biden or Kamala or FEMA or anything else. The federal government we have now is corrupt, it's evil, and they don't care about the American people, any of them. They really don't. That's how sick these people are. So I just never think about them as someone who can or will help. They let Hawaii go. They let East Palestine, Ohio go. They'll let this go. These are not people who sit around stressing about flood victims or murder victims or fire victims or a chemical cloud victims. These are not people who think about you at all, except for when they think about how they can use you for your votes or find a way to punish you for being their enemies. So just set them out of your mind and let's try to help. Now, when it comes to helping, I'm just going to caution you with this. Believe me, I'm not doing disaster comparisons here. But we went through Hurricane Harvey here in Houston a few years back. You probably remember it. And the flooding was terrible. The whole freaking place was underwater. It was just terrible flooding. I mean, there was all kinds of needs and things going on. And so what I watched, what I witnessed during that was probably, honestly, it's influencing a lot of what I'm telling you now. What I watched during that was the people be amazing, wonderful. We're on group text message threads. Hey, someone's stuck in a nursing home. There's a traffic jam driving there. Guys are pulling boats out of their garage. It was awesome. The people were awesome. Freaking Cajun Navy coming in from Louisiana. It was awesome. And government aside, there were some charities who were awesome. Many were not. I want to caution you right now as you're sitting at home looking at flood damage footage and so many other things right now. I want to caution you just to be shrewd, be careful where you spend your money. There are a lot of wonderful charities, wonderful sounding, I should say, wonderful charities out there that they don't use your money the way you want it used. They take advantage of you. They take advantage of your good heart. They'll take in $100 from you and they'll spend $75 on it on private jets and $1 million salaries for their CEO, and maybe about a dime of it will get to actual flood victims. Do not fall for a big fancy name. Don't fall for heartbreaking videos and pictures. Don't fall for sad stories. This is how these people get over on you. Look up charity ratings before you give to any of them. There are plenty of charity rating websites, free. You can go look that up. If it's an individual with a sad story and pictures, maybe you're sitting there on Facebook, you're like, oh my gosh, she's lost his dog Muffy. He needs $10 I need to look how cute Muffy was. Make sure you know the person or know someone who knows the person. Just be shrewd as snakes. That's all I'm saying right now. Be shrewd as snakes, okay? I would thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, but I know how brilliant it is, and I know you love it here. So subscribe and watch. We're going to start really ramping things up and putting some funny stuff, some interesting stuff out there, some collaborations. Either way, my YouTube channel is officially the place to be. So stick around.